Namo Fundamental Teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Sakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual meaning.
Okay, good. So you can hear me fine, right? Beckwin?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, bro. Okay, we can go. We do 1 minute meditation before we jump into the story today. I will share you a very good story. Okay, so let's keep your back straight, your neck straight, close your eye. Inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 1. Inhale and exhale to the nose. You count 2. Keep going. Don't hold your breath. If you see your monkey mind, do not play with them. Go back to your inhale and exhale. If you lose lose your count, start from 1. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Sit still and close your eyes. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right, Khoa, go ahead and read the title at the top, and you can start from beginning.
The story of unfilial piety is worth pondering.
You know,
In X village.
Do you know what is unfilial?
Not really.
Okay, unfilial, that means the one who, the child who disrespect the parent. Okay? That means they do not respect the parent, they do not honor the parent. That's what we call unfilial. Okay. So, filial is the one who respect the parent. That is the opposite. Okay. All right, go ahead.
In X village, Y district, Good Forest province, there was a family of 8 people who in a short time had a tragedy that was known throughout the 10 streets and 8 countrysides. Although most do not understand what Buddhism is, everyone considers this to be retribution. The couple and his family has spent many years working hard to raise 6 children, including 3 sons and 3 daughters, taking care of their responsibilities as parents. They get married, build a house for their sons, and buy enough dowry to give their daughters in marriage. Fulfilling these tasks is not easy, very hard and difficult. It's obvious to everyone.
Okay.
The father.
After that, can you summarize what you did?
So in the village, in the certain district, there's a family with 8 people, and they have a story that supposedly is called the 10 streets and 8 countrysides. And so the paragraph I just read was just telling us about how the parents raise their 6 children very well, and how they treat their sons by building houses for them and giving their daughters everything they need for marriage. And while doing these tasks are not easy, they still do it for them.
Okay, so basically, okay, in this province, good forest from province, in a short time, right, they charity. That means it's a very bad thing happen. And this bad thing here is it know throughout the 10 street and 8 countries, right? That means everyone know it, okay? And even though they do not understand the Buddhism, but you know what? They consider this is the retribution. Retribution, this means the law of cause and effect. And you know what? The couple, that means the parent raised the 6 children, right? 3 sons and 3 daughters. They take a good care, and and they arrange marriage for the son and as well the daughter, and they fulfill everything as the role of the parent. This is the role of the parent responsibility, and they did it all through their hard work. That's beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. All right. Okay. Um, uh, Nathan,
Yes.
yeah, the father.
You want me to read it? The father became seriously ill due to overwork and died. Everyone in the village sighed and said that he was destined to suffer, but his wife was even more miserable. Because her husband died less than a month, the wife suffered a brain hemorrhage, leading to the paralysis of the body and had to lie on the bed. Although she can use her left hand to eat rice, she can't go to the toilet or shower by herself, so she needs someone to take care of her. 6 children, including sons and daughters, 3 sons-in-law, and 3 daughters-in-law, a total of 12 people, not counting grandchildren. How did they treat their mother, who had sacrificed all her life for these children?
Okay, stop right there. Tell me what you just read.
That the mother did so much for her like children, and and she like lost uh her limb, so she can't do anything by herself anymore.
What happened to the father?
He was working so hard that he passed away.
Yeah, and less than a month, right? The mother will suffer with a brain hemorrhage, leading to paralysis. You know what does that mean?
You can't move.
Yeah, that means you well, yeah, you cannot move, right? You cannot sit up, you cannot move. You that means the person with that they have to lie on the bed 7/24. That means all the time. Okay, they cannot do anything, right? So and what happened? Keep going.
You want me to keep reading?
No. Summarize. Keep going.
Oh, she couldn't like clean herself, and she needed someone to like take care of her, and she had like 12 children.
No, 6 children,
Oh, six. Okay.
and
Yeah.
the six is belong to the in-law, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so make it 12. So okay, then now we can see how they treat the mom, right? Okay, all right, that's good. Okay, uh, Christina, go ahead and read the next one.
At first, they arranged two people in a group, taking turns taking care of their mother. But soon the couple of the 3 sons felt very sick of it and tired, so things started happening in the house. Due to discord among the daughters-in-law and the daughters, they often broke out and caused a ruckus. Therefore, they forbade the daughters from bringing rice to take care of their mother. At first, the 3 sons also gave their mother some food and drink. Then they thought, if she eats and drinks, she has to go to the toilet. So the 3 daughters-in-law began to reduce the food intake for their mother-in-law. Sometimes they wouldn't let her eat anything all day. Because the daughters and the three daughters-in-law did not get along, they rarely visit, sometimes 10 months and half a month.
10 days.
Once the
Okay. All right. I'll stop right there. Tell me what you said, right?
so they started taking care of their mother, but soon the sons were sick of taking care of their mother, and there was problems among the daughters-in-law and the daughters, and they forbade the daughters from bringing rice to the mom, and then the sons stopped feeding their mother a lot.
Why they stop feeding the mother?
Because
Okay. Go ahead.
because they didn't want to help her go to the bathroom
Why is that?
because they were sick of it.
No, well, they sick of it, but why they sick of it?
Because they thought it was a burden.
They thought that the burden, but that means when the mom go to the toilet, what wrong with them?
They have to help her use the bathroom.
Yeah, they have to help her to clean her, not the bathroom, right? Clean her up, right? Because she cannot move, right? Yeah. So you see that at the beginning, they arrange the two people in group. That means couple, right? They have 6 different couple, but soon the thing doesn't work well, right? So the daughter-in-law and the daughter, they have to fight. Therefore, the son is the one who forbade the daughter from bringing the right to take care of the mom, right? That means they don't allow the daughter to come in. That means the sister, because well, at first the 3 sons gave food to the mom, but after a while, they think that okay, if the more if they give the mom if they eat more, then that means she have to go to the toilet more. Therefore, the daughter-in-law began to reduce the food intake. And you know what? Sometimes they do not let the mom eat anything for the whole day. That's really sad. And of course, the daughter-in-law and the daughter do not get along. So sometimes they rarely, that means the daughter rarely visit the mom for 10 days or even half a month. They haven't come and visit the mom yet. Good. All right. That's good. Maybe you go ahead and be the next one.
Where do I start?
Once
Once the 3 daughters visited their mother, discovered that she was so weak that she had no strength. So they put their ears close to her to hear her whisper, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So they hurried to find something to feed their mother. Unexpectedly, the 3 daughters-in-law, seeing this, got angry, ran to where their mother-in-law was lying, and shouted loudly, You just finished using 2 cups of porridge. Why do you still want to eat? Do you want to die or not? You said that and made your daughters think we were
unfilial.
unfilial.
Okay, good.
Thanks to the
Stop right there. Tell me what you did right.
the daughters came up to check up on the mother, but she said she was hungry, but then the daughter found like 2 cups of porridge.
Okay.
And asked why she was still hungry.
But you think that but do you think that the daughter-in-law tell the truth?
No.
About that they feed the mom with the 2 cup of porridge.
No.
And you know what? The daughter-in-law shout at the other, right? That means say that, well, they talk to the mom. I just gave you the 2 cup of porridge. Why do you still want to eat? Do you want to die or not? Wow. Is that should we ever say those things to our mother-in-law?
No.
Uh, how dare they do that, right? And secondly, and you know what? They said that they feed the mom, right? And they also say that if you do that, that means that your daughter will think we are the unfilial. That means we are the one who disrespect the parent, and that's not good. That's what they think. Okay, let's see what happened there. Betty, go ahead and read this one.
Thanks to the Tennessee of her 3 daughters, she was finally able to eat a little. While feeding their mother, the 3 daughters took advantage of their sisters-in-law absence, so they put their hands in their mother's belly to feel the thin belly, proving that her sisters-in-law's words were a lie. So the next day, the 3 daughters brought their mother 6 eggs. She ate it all in a moment. Then, as if boosted, she whispered to her 3 daughters, "If you don't come, they won't let me eat even a little bit of rice. They want me to starve to death."
Good, stop right there. Tell me what you just read.
So basically, the 3 daughters saw that like the 3 daughters-in-law weren't like coming anymore, so they took advantage of that and they fed their mother, and then um, they put their hand on their mother's belly, and they felt the thin belly, so they knew that their sister-in-laws were lying. And then um, next day, the 3 daughters brought their mother 6 eggs, and she ate it all at once. And then she whispered to the 3 daughters that if they don't come to visit her, then the 3 daughters-in-law won't let her eat like anything. Like they won't even let her eat a bit of rice. They want her to starve.
Okay, so when they say that, that means the sister-in-law were a lie. What kind of lie? What do they what kind what did they lie to the sister, to the daughter?
They said that she ate 2 cups of porridge.
Okay, but they did not do that, right? They did not feed the mom, right?
They lied to the 3 daughters, and because they didn't feed their mother at all.
Okay, okay, that's terrible. Okay. Okay, before we continue, let me ask you guys a question here. Let's say that later on, when you grow up, you get married, right? You have husband and wife, right? Husband or wife. So if you in the, well, we don't want anything happen to our family, right? But you never know. Thing is impermanent, right? It's not it Nothing is guaranteed. Remember that. Nothing is guaranteed. So let's say that if we are in the situation that we have the mother-in-law who is paralyzed and lie on the bed, what should you do in this case? Nathan. Nathan,
Take care of her.
are you sure
Yes.
are you sure you can take care of her?
Yeah.
It's a burden, right? Do you think?
Not really. I wouldn't care.
Hmm. Really? You don't think that is a burden for you?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. What about Nicholas? What do you think about this situation?
I think that it might miss you opportunities, but overall, it's still the right thing to do.
When you say the right thing to do, what do you think? What do you mean by that?
Like, they done so much for you, and it would be just awful to not repay them back and take care of them while they're at
But
the
this is not your
beaches.
mother. This is the mother-in-law.
I think that we should try and take care of everybody.
Hmm. Okay. Who can help me to understand? In order to do this without give up, it's easy to say, but when you face the reality, you know what? After a few days, you will give up. What makes you not give up when you deal with this situation? What?
It's your love and compassion for that person or in yourself, and your willingness to help others.
Hmm. What kind of benefit when you help the mother-in-law or whatever, the person who paralyzed? In this case, the mother-in-law. What kind of benefit do you get from this situation? What?
Um, well, build your karma. You get good karma.
Hmm. Okay, tell me, Young, what do you think?
So I think you're right that it's easy to say, sure, yeah, I'll help out. But what I found just having kids, like it's all cute when they're babies and you're wiping butts, but the older they get, the nastier it gets. So when you're talking about, there was a maintenance guy in my house the other day doing some work, and he asked me to like hold something while he was screwing it in. I said, "Oh, I'm glad to do anything other than wipe butts." Just joking with him, you know. And he said, "Oh, I had that same problem." He said his mother-in-law got so overweight and sick that she couldn't wipe herself. So he had to, the family had to step in and help take care of her. And I mean, when he told me that, it just blew me away because that's really, really hard, would be hard to do. Like, not only, like you said, for your own mother, but somebody else's. And he said, yeah, and especially still to this day, my sister in law doesn't give me any credit for helping out with her. So, like, that's a lot to take on. And like you said, it would be, and I know with my ex husband's grandfather, when he got sick, just trying to get him to come back in the home, like the bigger somebody is, the harder it is to take care of them. So it's a lot of work. It's a big challenge. Would get from
But
that, the blessings you would gain from that
hmm,
would be countless.
yeah, the blessing you get from this is countless. You cannot count. In order for us to be able to keep our mind on the track of serving this situation, the mother-in-law or whoever in this situation, in order to keep our mind continue on serving them without complaint, it's not easy. Not easy at all. It's very challenging. It's very tough. But what makes us that we will not withdraw, that is the most important. You need to have the right mindset in order to keep going. And when you do, you do with the joy. You don't do with the resentful. That is where the blessing that you can gain. If we do with the resentful, you don't have any blessing. Remember that. Mm. Um, Mi Chung, what do you think about this situation?
That you still need to like help them because you should help everyone that you can.
Hmm. But what kind of mindset that help you to continue on without complaint, without any carry any resentment?
Um, like doing, you need to know that like doing good deeds will like give you good karma in return, and helping them will
Hmm.
just make you a better person.
Hmm. Okay. Zoe, what do you think about this? Zoe, are you there? Hmm. Okay.
I'm sorry, Tay, what did you say?
What do you think about this? If you in this situation, the mother-in-law is paralyzed, she lie on the bed, and will we willing to serve them with unconditional love?
Yes, because she's part of my family. Even though we're not blood related, I think that it's still important to take care of people that you really love, although it is hard.
It's very hard. You see that this family they have 6 children, but plus the other six. That means three son-in-law and three daughter-in-law. But they, you know what? They did not even know how to take care of their mom. Okay, I will. Before I share you my view, I want to hear from everyone. Christina Barr, what do you think about this?
Ted, can you repeat yourself again?
Okay, if we let's say that we don't want anything happen to our family, right? But thing never know, right? If the mother-in-law is paralyzed, should we willing to serve her unconditional love? And what kind of mindset that help us not to withdraw from that?
I think we should, because she's the reason why we're with our spouse,
Mm. Mm.
because she gave birth to them.
Yeah, she gave birth to them. That is one thing. Betty, do you understand so far? Betty, what do you think?
Yeah, Ty, I agree with Christina Law that we should always care about our mother-in-law and dad-in-law and father-in-law, because they gave life to like our spouse and stuff, and like um, also we should always care with of them, because um, they most of the time always helped us.
Sure. All right. But Wing, do you have any questions? Any how do you deal with this thing, Louis? Can you hear me? Okay.
I was using the restroom.
Okay. Do you understand the question?
What was the question?
Okay, let's say that the mother-in-law is paralyzed, right? She lie on the bed. She cannot move. She cannot do anything. So she needs someone to take care of her from A to Z, right? Can we be able to take care of her with unconditional love? That means that never complain. When we take care of her without complaint, without any resentment. Is that possible?
Yes.
Hmm. But what kind of mindset that do we need to have in order to do not have this kind of evil thought in our mind? Okay, this is not an easy question, not easy to answer. Okay, let me share my thought. Because usually when we in this situation, yes, at the beginning we willing to do it, but after a while we get tired and we get sick of it, and you know what? We will get angry. We will get resentment. You know what? That is where you lose your blessing. You don't gain blessing when we have resentment, because we pray the bad karmic affinity with this person. That is a really bad thing, right? So in order to really have the true unconditional love toward this situation, this is what you should think. Well, there are a few things. Yes, the mother-in-law or the father-in-law or whatever, they are the one who sacrifice everything for our spouse, right? That is one thing. The second thing is when we help the person. Okay, in the Buddhism, there are 8 different great blessing field. The field, it is like the farmer, right? They have the farming field where they can plant the cultivate the fertilize the soil, and where they can plant the seed so they can get the harvest, right? So that's what the view is. That means it's really big, right? So there are 8 great blessing field that you need to know. The repay the parent, the father kindness is 1. Repay the mother kindness is 2. And also respect the Buddha and respect the Buddha teaching. That means 3, 4. The Sangha, that means the one who practice the moral with the pure moral. Right? And respect your spiritual teacher. And also the last one is the one that take a good care of the patient, of the sick people. Out of the 8 one, taking care of the sick people is the number 1 blessing field. Why was that? Why it's more blessing than taking care of our parents? Why was that? Because taking care of our parents, it means that is for the gratitude. That is related to the gratitude. That means we have to repay the kindness, right? But when we take care of the sick people, this is where the true compassion is. This is where we develop the loving kindness and compassion. Therefore, the blessing is greater than all 7 all the blessing field. Does it make sense to you, Tammy Young?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, because the sick people, they cannot take care of themselves, right? They are rely 100% on other people to take care of them, and it's not easy to take care of the sick people. Very tough. We have to clean. We have to do everything, include the urination as well, the defecation, right? All those things. When we do with the joy, that's where you develop your loving kindness and compassion. Therefore, the blessing is greater than will be huge, will be vast, will be pervasive due to the loving kindness and compassionate mind, not due to the material. When we have the loving kindness mind as well as the compassionate mind, this is the blessing become greater. And remember, when we take care of the sick people, regardless they are our parent or not, doesn't matter they are our parent or they are our parent-in-law, or they are the stranger. If they have a affinity with us, we willing to do it. And this is the blessing that you get. You cannot count. It's called immeasurable. It's called countless. You cannot count. When you have that mindset, whatever you do with this person, you not easily withdraw. And remember, when we take care of our parents, right? Usually, when we deal with urination as well, defecation, right? That means change the diaper, right? It's not easy. But don't think about dirty. Think about this. Always think like this. We are the one come from there. Well, nothing is called dirty, right? Because we come from there, right? That's how the mom give birth to us. When you have that mindset, you don't care about it dirty or not. You just go ahead and do it with joy. You don't have any kind of negative thought or any kind of resentment. And this is the blessing you have. No one can be able to compare with you. And you know what? When you have this kind of mindset, you do it, and your mind always with joy, and you will not easily give up the practice you are practice of loving kindness and compassion. I hope I give you this kind of description and explanation. It will help. Right, Tammy, Young?
Yeah, it's helpful. It's just still real hard because, like I said, it's easier. Like kids, that's cute and easy, but when you're a grown adult, that's taken it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mindset, I think you're spot on. You've really got to be 100% with it, and going into resentment on something like that would be very easy, I think.
Yeah, but if you have the right mindset, I think it will help the physical work easier. But when you don't have the right mindset, whatever you do, you give up easily after a while. Okay, and you know what? Also, give us the negative with the evil thought or the resentment against them. Right? That's not good. Yeah, it's easy to say. It's not easy to do. But this is make the difference between us and the rest of the people in the world. Yeah, that's what we call the virtue. This person is the one who have the most virtue. The blessing you can generate it from help other people to do this and that. You can use your money to donate to other people. You can use your labor to help other people do certain thing. But that is just the merit or the blessing is outside. It's not from the inside. Yes, those things, when you do it, you do have a blessing. But when you enjoy the blessing, those blessings gone easily. Just like you put the money into the saving account and you keep withdraw it when you enjoy it. That means you withdraw the money without deposit. You know what? You eventually the money will gone. Okay? But when we practice the loving kindness and compassion, just like the way we handle with the sick people, the blessing you gain from this one, it never ends because it's a part of your own nature. It's the inner, it's not the outer. Nathan, Khoa, Nicholas, and Bách Quyên, Tammy Chung, you guys understand it?
Yeah.
I understand it better now.
Yep.
Good. Do you guys do you have any question before we move on? Because in this world, even though we have about 8 billion people or 9 billion people, I don't know exactly the number. And you know what? The person who respect the parent in the right meaning, it's just a handful, not many people. It's just a handful. Yes, they say that they respect the parent, but they don't know how to do it. If we don't learn it, we will not know how to do it. That means when we don't understand, if we do not understand how to deal with it, and when we take care of parents, but we take care with the resentment, and that will be really bad. So become the truly filial son or the daughter, it's not easy. And that's why the Buddha said that the one who practices the filial conduct, that is the Buddha conduct. The one who practices the filial mind, that is the Buddha mind. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. All right. I think we. All right. Nathan, did they call you to read yet?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Tell me, Jung, go ahead and read it.
The start. A few days later, the three daughters brought their mother delicious food to nourish. While the daughters were feeding their mother, the three brothers saw them. They immediately grabbed it, threw it on the ground, trampled on the food with their feet, angrily scolded them, do not to let the mother eating the food, claiming that she had a brain hemorrhage, that she could not eat nutritious food and was prone to bleeding, they said. If you make the mother die, who's responsible? If you want to take care of the mother, then take her home and take care of her. Don't come here and take care of her food and not want to take care of her at your own home. The story in this house soon spread the whole village before long.
In the courtyard, they heard a client calling for their mother. Okay, the calliness.
Callingness of leaving her mother hungry caused the unfortunate old woman to die early. The sound of her children crying and screaming hurt the earthquake. They wore mourning robes to take their mother to the burial. The fake yellow paper money was thrown into the air, blown away by the angry cold wind.
Okay, good. Stop right there. Thank you. Tell me what's going on here.
So, like, the brothers found out that the daughters were taking care of the mom and giving her food, and they made up like a sickness that she had that said she couldn't eat like nutritious food. And then later, uh
And they say that if the mother die, who is responsible, right? If you want to take care of the mom, you take her home and you take care at your own home, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, and also the story in this house, white stretch the whole village. That means okay, right here. That means they the one who caused the mother die early. What do they mean? The sound of her children crying and screaming hurt the earthquake. That means after the mom died. What does it mean? Why the mom after the mom died? Why do you need to cry so loud? Why? Mm. Anyone can help me to answer this? Mm. Juan, what did you think? After the mom died, right? Why the children crying so loud? just like the earthquake. Why is that?
I'm trying to figure it out, Tai.
Oh, you try to figure out.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
What about Tammy Young? What do you think about it?
So they were so upset because they were so attached to their mother. So they had such sorrow for her dying, but in the end, they weren't willing to take care of her. So it's just kind of contradicts what was going on, but they still felt the sorrow for her because of their attachment.
Do you think that they really sorrow for the death of their mom?
No, I don't, because they should be happy because they don't have to take care of her. So maybe their sadness is for themselves, some kind of selfish, like, or maybe they're just sad because their mom died and you're supposed to be sad.
No. Yeah, we can sad, but we don't have to cry out loud. Everyone can hear. The whole village can hear us. Why is that?
So for the attention to make sure everyone's aware that they're sad for their mother's death.
Okay, let me tell you this. This is very sad nowadays. This is happen quite a lot, and we need to understand it. You know what? When our parents still alive, right? We care less about them. You know what? When they die, right? We are the one who cry out loud first. Make everyone to see that we cry for them. This is truly cry, or is this is just a fake? This is fake, you know. What about the mom died? They know that means they are free from no more burden, right? That is the good news for them. To them, it's a good news. But to the mother, it's not a good news, right? When they cry because they want to let everyone in the village know they are the filial children. But you know what? The whole village already know they are not the filial children. The way they cry, the people already know this is a fake. This is not really crying for the loss. This is the fake. And very sad. You know, nowadays in our country, when the person, I don't know now this still happen or not, but when it's still in Vietnam, you know, when in the family, when the parents still alive, they did not do anything to help the parents. But when the parent die, you know, they hire a person from outside, right, to cry for them. Instead of them, they are crying because they cannot cry that loud. So they hire people outside. That means they have to pay for the person to do that, to cry for their loved one. And you know what? This is just like in the movie. Does it make sense to you, Tammy? Tammy Young?
No, I don't understand. So you're saying that when somebody dies, that they pay the family of the person that passed away, pay somebody else to cry for them?
How they cry, so they can cry together to make the crying louder.
But
You know,
now that would be opposite of what Buddhism teaches, right? Because when somebody passes away, you want to detach and like you don't want to cry and be sorrowful because you want them to be released, right?
They are the unfilial children. They are unfilial children, right? They are not filial children. And what they did is when the parents still alive, they did not take care of the parent. But when they die, the parent die. You know what? They want to make sure all the people, especially the other family member, know that they are the one who really love the parent. But you know what? It's the opposite. Tammy, you understand that?
Yes, I understand that part of it. I just didn't understand the part about paying people to cry with you. That's all something I've never heard of before.
Oh, they pay the people to cry for them so they can also cry together to make the cry to be louder. So to get the other people attention to know that they are the one who really feel your children. But you know what? They are whoever do that. It means they are not filial. Okay, they are not filial, and this is happened quite a lot in our country, and this is really sad, terrible sad. They are they don't have any moral at all. Of course, they do not understand Buddhism. If they understand Buddha teaching, they dare not do this kind of thing. You know what? They try to trick other people. That's how they do. Oh my goodness. Uh, I hope you understand clearly with my explanation. Does that make sense to you, Tamia?
Yep, I understand. Thank you.
Okay. So make sure don't wait until our parents die and cry. No need for that. We do everything as a children to the parent. We serve them with a full heart when they still alive. When they pass away, of course, we feel sorrow. That's okay, and we just do. But you know what? When they pass away, you don't have any regret. You don't have any remorse. You don't have any regret. You will not regret because you have done whatever you need. You should do. You already done. Then you already fulfill your the role of the children to the parents. Then when they pass away, then nothing you have to regret. So that's all you need. That's the most important. Um, Khoa, Bé Quyên, and Tammy Jung, Nicholas, John, you understand? Nathan?
Yeah, thầy.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So make sure don't wait until the parent pass away, then so that at the time at the funeral, that is not the right thing to do. Okay? We don't need to do that thing. We need to do right now, at this moment. The parents still alive. Whatever they need, we fulfill it. That's all we need to do. Okay? Uh, um, and also one thing that I want to make sure that they in Vietnam, in our culture, they use the fake money to burn the fake money for the deceased, so they can use the money when they go down there. And this is not Buddhism. Remember, this is from Confucius or from Tao. Okay, this is not Buddhism, and this is what we call superstitious. Let me show you what it did look like. Tell me chưa? No, tell me young. I don't think you know this thing, right? The fake money.
No, I've heard you talk about it like once or twice before, but I had never heard of it before or seen it.
Okay, let me show you what it did look like. Um,
So are they supposed to take the money with them in the afterlife to spend with them, like depending upon what realm they enter into?
do you know what? Do you think that will happen? Do you think they can use the money, the fake money? You use the real money to buy the fake money for the thing? That doesn't make sense at all. Okay, let me um mm, uh okay. Oh, okay. Fake yellow paper money for the debt. This is not Buddhism. So, but the people still believe it, and that's really sad. You see this? This is the US dollar, but it's not the real money. Come on, come on. And you know what? They use this money to burn for the debt. You know, it's just like when we still alive, right? If we want to someone help us to do something, we bribery, right? Bribery. That's terrible. Uh, okay, hold on. Um, okay, okay. I think let me type in Vietnamese. Tiền, giấy tiền và money. Give me 1 second. Let me type in Vietnamese. I think Vietnamese have more. I want to make sure that we do not go follow this tradition. This is a terrible tradition to follow. This is the wrong view. So, oh, come on. Not this one. I mean in here. Oh, what happened? Yeah, this is all kind of money like this. You see that? You see all the money here? Whatever you like the US money or you like the Vietnamese money or whatever money, they make it for you. Okay? And so we just buy it and we burn for the DC to use it. And this is not comply with the law of cause and effect. What about the US, the American people, right? They do not know this thing. So when they still alive, they are billionaire and millionaire. And when they die, no one burn this money, they become poor. Doesn't make sense at all, right? What about the in Vietnam, the person who's still alive? They are very poor, but when they die, the loved one just burn this thing and they become rich. That doesn't make sense at all. And they not only burn this money, they also burn the what is it? The car, the clothes, whatever. They think that will help the disease. They will not be benefit from this thing. This is just the bad. Well, you waste your money to buy those things, and you know what? Who will be the most benefit in here? Tell me, you know who will be the most benefit in here?
The companies that sell the money.
That's correct. That's correct. Absolutely. Because the business want us to believe in this. The more we burn, the more the more profit they gain. So okay, we stop right here today. We continue on next week. So this is not the way that we the only thing is we always have the loving kindness toward our parents. That is the most important about. Okay, today we learn about how to deal with the situation when the parent in the well, we don't want our parent to be bad, right? But you never know. Thing could happen. Then when the thing is come out to be very terrible, we should always use the right mindset to handle the situation. That's important. Nathan, do this now.
May every living being, our minds as one with radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless life. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
Yeah, một bậc ha. Thank you, everyone. So make sure that we understand that the superstition not a good thing to follow. Okay, just by the fake money. Okay, Nicholas, you know how to